Hello everyone. So in this video, we will see how insertion is done in B plus tree. We have already seen before what is a B plus tree. B plus tree, in B plus tree, we have two types of nodes. One are index node, another are leaf nodes. The data is stored in a leaf node and the leaf node is connected. This we have seen. Now let's see how insertion is done. The algorithm for the same is insert a new key to a leaf node. If the leaf does not have the space, split the node and copy the middle element to the next index node. If the index node does not have space, split the node and copy the middle element to the next index node. See, insertion is more or less same as B tree with a very small difference because there are two different types of nodes, index nodes and a leaf node. Right, index nodes behave as the same way as that of B tree, whereas data nodes or the leaf nodes behave bit differently in B plus tree. So there is a very small difference. Let's see an example. Let's see one example how insertion is done. Let us know I have to create B tree of order 4, right? Same rules that the root node should have minimum, if it is not a leaf node, it should have minimum 2 children's, maximum it can have m children's, m minus 1 keys it can hold. All the internal nodes can hold maximum m minus 1 keys, minimum they can have m by 2 minus 1 keys. Leaf nodes should have m by 2 keys. The rules are same as we have studied earlier in our previous slides. So let's see. So it is a B tree. So the maximum keys it can hold is 3. So we have created a node with a 3 space. Let us now I have inserted 1. So 1 has inserted here. Then 3 can be inserted as it has a space. 5 can also be inserted because a node can hold maximum 3 elements since we are creating a B plus tree of order 4. So this is the tree. Let us now suppose I'm inserting 7, right? If I'm inserting 7 here, if I'm inserting 7 here, this node is full, right? This will be overflow. That means we are going to split up and we are going to promote a central element towards the parent. Now, when we are going to split up, the difference is, see, it is of order 4, right? So it is having even number of keys here. Middle element can be this or it can be this, right? If you are taking this as a middle element, it will be, your tree will be left justified. If you are taking this as a middle element, it will be a right justified. Both are correct. I'm taking right one as the central element. So this is the difference. Please see carefully. When the right element is the central element, that means my node is 1, 3, 5, and 7. So 5 will go up. It will be split from the middle. I'm considering this rightmost element as my middle element. The reason being 3 and 5 both are middle element. You can consider any one, any one. So I'm considering 5. So 5 will go up and the nodes will be split 1, 3, and this 5 which has gone up will remain in the leaf node also. This will be act as an index node and this will be a data node. So this is a bit difference. When we are going to split it, the one which has become index will be or will also be there in the leaf node. So when 5 will go up, the index node will have 5 and the data node will also have 5 and 7. Please note this carefully. So this is the difference. I'm inserting 1, 3, 5, 7. So 5 is my central element. 5 will go up. To the left of 5 will be 1, 3. To the right of 5 will be again 5 and 7. So these are now my index node and these are my data nodes. And these data nodes are connected. This is only the small difference that work only with the data nodes. Right, let us now suppose I'm going to insert 9. This was my tree. Inserting 9 will be greater than 5, so it will come. We have space, we can insert 9 here. So 9 can be inserted here. Next, I'm going to insert 2. So 2, since 5, it is less than 5, it will come here. The order will be 1, 2, and 3 because in B plus tree, the keys are arranged in some particular order. So the keys will be 1, 2, and 3. No splitting. Now I'm inserting 4. So 4 will come here. Please see this carefully. The 4 will come here. This node is overflow now. This node is overflow. So I'm going to split up from the middle. Since these two elements are middle element, I'm going to take the rightmost one as a middle element. So 3 will go up here in the index, and towards the left of 5 will be 1, 2, and towards the right of 5 will be, towards the right of 3, because 3 will go up, right? So once 3 will go up, towards the left of 3 will be 1, 2, and towards the right of 3 will be 3 and 4. Right, so this has become index also, and this is a data node also. Please note this carefully. And towards the right of 5 is 5, 7, 9, and these are connected. These nodes are connected. So again, we can see I have inserted 4. This node is overflow. I'm going to split up. 3 will go up, so the status will be 3 and 5, because this index node is having space. So the status will be 3 and 5. Towards the left of 5 will be 1, 2. Towards the right of 5 will be, again 3 will come here as a data part, 3 and 4. Right, and towards the right of 5 will be 5, 7, 9. Now I'm going to insert 6. Let us now suppose 6 will come here. 6 will come here. It will be 5, 6, 7, 9. Right, it will be 5, 6, 7, 9. Again, this node is overflow. We are again going to split up. 7, see, 5, 6, 7, 9. 7 will go up, right? Towards the left of 7 will be 5, 6, and towards the right of 7 will be 7 and 9. So 7 will go up. Since it is 5, 6, 7, 9, towards the left of 7 will be 5, 6, and towards the right of 7 will be 7 and 9. So 7 is moved to the upper node, to the parent node as an index, and 7 is also there in the data node. Now let us now suppose this is the only difference we have, right? Let us now suppose I'm inserting 8. So 8 will be greater than 7. It can come here. So it will be 7, 8, and 9. So 7, 8, and 9. Let us now suppose now, please see this carefully. Now this was my node. Now I'm inserting 10, right? Inserting 10 will be 7, 8, 9, 10, which is making this node full. If it is making this node full, I'm going to split this up and I'm going to take 9 above, right? So it will be 7, 8, 9 will be above. Towards the left of 9 will be 7, 8, and towards the right of 9 will be 9 and 10. Right, so towards the left of 9 will be 7, 8, and towards the right of 9 will be 9 and 10. Now when I take 9 above, this is making my index node full. Right, now my leaf node is already split up. Now my index node is full. The splitting of index node will be exactly same as that of the B tree. That means it will be 3, 5, 7, and 9. 5 will go up. 5 will go up. Oh, sorry. 7 will go up. Reason being, I'm considering this as my central element. So 7 will go up. Towards of left of 7 is 3 and 5. And towards the right of 7 will be 9 only. That means in index node, I'm not going to repeat the keys because these are my index. There is no need of repeating the index again, right? And whereas these are leaf nodes, if some keys become an index, it needs to be repeated in the data value also, but not in case of index tree. Please note this carefully. We can see this again when 10 is inserted. 10 is a data node. We have to split this node as this node has become overflow. This node has become overflow, so 9 will go up, and towards the left of 9 will be 7, 8, and towards the right of 9 will be 9 and 10. We have repeated 9 because the splitting is towards the in the data node. So 9 has become index also. Now this is my index key. How to split an index node? How to split my index node? It is same as that of B tree. 9 will come here. So I'm going to split up from the middle. 7 is the middle element. 7 will go up. Towards the left of 7 is 3, 5. Towards the right of 7 will be only 9. In the index keys, in the index, keys are not repeated. For the index nodes, keys are not repeated. Please note this. I'm going to take one more example of this through visualization. Please see this carefully and let me know if you're having any doubt. Thank you.